a lot of people that I watch are doing like reviews of their like 2024 goals. I found my notebook from January from my 2024 goals video, and I thought it would be funny / cringy to review that. Here goes. Oh my god. Right, 20th of September 2023. I really don't want this to become another journal that I start and just forget about. I have so many ideas and things that I want to achieve that starting a commitment like a journal often hinders my chances of success. Who does she think she is? Let's try something different and set some intentions with this one. 1. Log weekly habits I want to keep up. 2. Express gratitude and blessings. 3. Enjoy writing again. Week 1, 18th of the 9th to the 25th of the 9th, 2023. 2 runs, 2-hour walk, meal plan, daily skincare, daily belly breathing. Now, this was because of it's to do with cesarean scar and like your tummy, like getting rid of the pouch. Anyway, I hate that I did that. I want to add to the list and these practices become part of my normal routine, but for now, this will be enough. Bless me. I only ticked off meal plan and daily skincare. 1st of November 23. So, over a month since the last entry, I've done exactly 1 run. I need to stay consistent or nothing will change. How I want to feel versus how I actually feel are polar opposites, and I can't find a way to get through this barrier I've put up for myself. I go through so many stages of feeling inspired to finding excuses, and I'm just sick of it. Sick of being in my own head and not knowing how to explain or have an outlet to release it all. Yet at the same time, I feel empty of thought and I'm just numb. Baby, you have ADHD. Oh, okay, that's a little bit too personal. The next page. Oh, 27th of November 23. I'm really enjoying making videos on YouTube again. I'm finding smaller channels and creating a community of creating a community of my own. I feel the love for having a creative outlet that isn't making money. Doing weddings and events is a lot of stress, but I know it will make us money one day. Anyway, I've had a good self-care evening, skincare, hair curled, nails oiled, feeling fresh, ready for a good day tomorrow, even though I won't have a job by the end of it. Who was that? Oh my god, this is when I basically had to hand in my notice. Here we are, 26th of December 2023. 2024 goals. Keep up with Habit Share app. I think I did that for a few months actually. I remember looking and be like, wow, I've committed a whole month. Wow, I've committed 2 months. And it was really good, but again, like the ADHD dopamine thing, like getting more dopamine, or like the satisfaction, whatever it's called, getting the satisfaction, or the chemical brain hormone reward thing, getting that by actually doing the plan and not executing the plan. That is a massive thing for me. Yeah. Meal prep kids food. I did that, but they went on and off stuff so quickly, it just didn't really work out. We ended up doing a lot of the same stuff, to be honest, by the end of it. And I know that they eat different, like they eat a big variety of meals at nursery, and I've just become okay with that not being something that we have at home. And although I offer them lots of different food and I let them try the food that I have, I'll often be like, do you want some? And they'll be like, yeah. And then by the time I get it to their mouth, they're like, no. So that's we're just going to have to just keep going. I need to get out of my head with that, because it doesn't matter as long as they're eating. I don't really care. As long as they're eating and it's not like full of sugar, that's fine. 3, make time for me. I kind of did that. I think my 2025 goals are hilarious in compared to these. I think I've been making time for me in my break time at work. I've been editing my videos and stuff at work recently, and that's technically 2021, not 2024. I can't actually think of a time that I've like made regular time for myself. Do more family designated activities. I think by the end of last year, we ended up doing a lot of like every week we would go to the soft play locally to us, and that was really fun. And then we would go to Weatherspoons afterwards and have breakfast. And the whole morning would literally, for four of us to go to soft play and then to Spoons for breakfast, the whole morning would cost us £25. And I think £25 once a week is not that bad for like a family activity, and that you get out of the house for the whole morning and I don't have to cook breakfast. I do daily tidy ups. That became a lot harder because of me working nights. I really tried to do a lot, but it just didn't work out. And poor Ed is left with doing the morning routine, the night routine, tidying up, taking Olive for a walk, cooking dinner, like all of that stuff he's left with like 3 days a week, or now four days a week. So it's really hard to keep doing that. So I think one of my goals this year is actually just put shit away. Like if there's a pile of stuff on the stairs, take it up and put it back where it's meant to go. Or if there's a pile of stuff on the landing, take it downstairs and put it where it needs to go. That sort of stuff. And I think I've definitely become better at that I definitely didn't do it last year, but in the last few weeks I've been pretty good at that. Make more videos documenting your mum journey. I didn't do a whole load of videos last year. What I did discover about myself last year is that I have ADHD, and I am currently in assessment process of getting that like actually diagnosed by a doctor. But I think because like it's just crazy. I find it so difficult to stick onto one topic unless I literally write it down, which I'm going to use this book to like write down topics and stuff, because I film on my phone, so I make notes on my phone and I can't use it. So I want to write down the topics and stick to them and just really try and push myself to do that, because I find it so hard. I go on tangents. Like yesterday I filmed a video, or day before I filmed a video where I was like just tidying up the kitchen, just chatting, and after about 15 minutes I was like, oh yeah, I was going to say that, and realised I'd literally been going on a tangent for 15 minutes about something completely different to the point I wanted to make. And it's not videos I enjoy watching. So when I am just rambling, I find it really difficult to edit it. I'm like, no one's going to want to watch this. This is just absolute shit. So yeah, anyway, so that's that. And then 7, do makeup and weddings because you love it. If you start to resent it, find another job. So actually, interestingly, 2024 was a weird year for me for weddings and makeup, because I had 3 instances where I did trials for people and they didn't want to go with me in the end. And I can't help but take it really personally, and it really, really put me down. Yeah, so I had quite a few disappointing experiences last year, and I think as well because of my like maternity year, I guess I didn't do any marketing. I didn't post anything. I did a bit of work, but not loads. And then last year I didn't have a huge amount of jobs. I joined this new business as like one of their pro team, and I didn't have a huge amount, and I was like, oh, is this going to work? Is it going to be worth it? Should I just give it up and just pack it all in? And I was really considering it, and then more and more inquiries started to come in for 2025 and 26. So I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it for another year. So my life plan is I'm going to do hair and makeup and wedding events until what was it, September 2027, I think is the thing. So it's like 2.5 years, and I'm going to work really, really hard to try and build them up to be a full-time income. And then when they start primary school, I can then decide whether or not I'm going to keep doing that and just do that full time, or if I'm going to find a job at like a wedding venue or a hotel or something and be part of their events team there, because I love events and I want to keep doing that. But and I also love weddings, but the amount of upkeep and admin there is for doing hair and makeup is so much more than just doing events. So I want to do that anyway. That was the last thing on my list, and then I have a couple of things. I have one more page of writing, which is January 2024 recap. 1. Haven't been keeping up with Habit Share. Will get going again this month. Meal prep is now used up, so need to make more. Overall, a success. Definitely been reading more, but have trailed off towards the end of this month. Not done any family specific stuff. Still feels like we're just doing house jobs. Mostly been keeping up with this. And what was that? Was number 5, which is doing daily tidy up. So I hadn't started work until I started work on the 18th of March 2024. I started working at Tesco. 6, first video of the year got 500 views in a week. Oh. 7, got 2 jobs booked in for 2024 in January. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, I have all of this, the rest of this book. So I'd quite like to write down like video ideas and stuff like that. But I thought it'd be quite fun to just do this little video and review. Anyway, I know I went off on tangents again, but I've got a few more videos planned. I've been uploading shorts a lot more, which is really fun actually. Just like little bits of information and like tips. I've become quite frugal and I've been really thinking about my money spend, which is it's a real 180. I used to spend money like it was like nothing, and I didn't value it, even though I was earning money for myself and I had a car to pay for and like all of these things. I had responsibilities. I wasn't taking it seriously, and I got into a lot of debt when I was like 17, and my dad ended up clearing it and I paid him back. It took me just over a year, I think, to pay him back everything. And I just remember that feeling of like waking up on payday, on that last payday, and I went into the kitchen, he was there, and I was like, look, Dad, I'm transferring you my last bit of money now to pay you back. And he was like so proud of me, and I was so proud of myself, and I was like, oh, I love this feeling. I want this feeling to last forever. So I think from that moment, I definitely became a lot better. I didn't get into debt. I still have had some impulse buys, aka my piano, but I'm so much better now. I think what I really need to take control of is my like small expenditure, like, oh, I just spend £1 on this or £2 on this, whatever. Those add up, especially if they're every day. Like they add up so much. Like I think I did some calculations, and I think on average I spent on every shift. So by the end of last year, I was working 4 days a week. So, but from March until October, I was working 3 nights a week. So for that whole period from March till December, I think I'd spent an average of £4.50 per shift at work on food. And if I had just planned better, if I'd have done more, I like to prep for my shifts, my work, I wouldn't have spent that money, and we would have that money. And it's just like those shifts in mentality that are gonna save costs so much money. If I spend money in my head, I'm like, how am I going to justify this to Ed? Like, not because I need to, but because it's our money and I don't want to spend money on something that we wouldn't both make the decision on. So if I'm doing an impulse buy, I feel so much guilt about doing that. So anyway, I will talk about money like later on in the year, like in another video. But I'm very proud of myself for the place that I am in now to the place I was in 10 years ago. I've just had the realization that it was 10 years ago. I'm 27. Fucking hell. Right. I better go before I cry anymore about my age. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's been fun reviewing 2024. More cringe than I expected, definitely. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.